Hello. I am early so that I can set up. Let me grab it up on my laptop so I can read comments. I know I'm early, so I'm not expecting anyone quite yet. But by now you probably will have guessed the project somewhat. I might need to turn this light up actually. It's probably quite dim. There we go. So at least I know the angle is okay. Hi Sophie, hi Louise. I know I'm early. I'm setting things up. Mind your eyes if you're sensitive to light, because I'm going to turn this up and see if it makes a big difference. How are you both? So if you haven't guessed already, I managed to find a gumball machine design on Design Space, and I messed about with it, and I've made it into a shaker. So the one that I've got in front of me is just the shaker part. However, I haven't cut it out because I don't know whether to turn them into or not. I have got the piece that turns into a memory decks. So where's my background piece? I've got another piece like this that will go on the back, and it's got the memory decks thing down the bottom. However, that does make this really tall. Let me grab my ruler. 7.5 inches tall at the moment. So with the memory decks bit, you're talking about 8 inches tall. I don't know if that's too tall for a memory decks. So I figured I'm going to make these 2. And then whoever, so I'm going to auction these 2 as well. Not today, but, or not this Saturday, next Saturday. And whoever gets them can decide whether they want them as just like a room decor piece like this, or whether they want me to add the memory decks bit on. And I will be happy either way. I'm good, thank you for asking, Louise. I am having a good day so far. In your craft room, organising, Sophie. I love organising. Hi, Nicole. How are you? So yeah, this is just an SVG that I've heavily messed about with. And I think they do look really cute just to display, like as a, like you would put a banner or something up in a room. I think they look super cute for that, but I guess they work as memory decks as well. And like I said, I have made the SVG part that turns them into a memory deck, so if whoever gets them wants it to be that way, I will edit it. Is that the correct term for that? I like organising when it goes to plan. Yeah, I know what you mean. I always end up sort of, I empty things and I'm like, oh, what else could I fill that with? And then I'm like, oh no, it would look better with this in it. And then I mess about with it forever. Forever and a day. I've been trying to organise that I can film a craft room tour, and I'm not so good at it. I'm definitely not so good at it, especially when I've got lives going on, because I sort of spend quite a lot of time prepping for the lives, doing all the stitching and cutting on the machine, all that sort of stuff. And then afterwards it's a mess, so I have to clear that up before I can start anything new. I wrapped up warm in bed with coffee and Pringles. Ooh, what Pringles have you got? Modifier, there you go, Sophie, that's the word I'm looking for. This crafty pin up, is that loose? Do I recognise this profile picture? Do I recognise this face? If not, I might be completely wrong. Hi Anna, if not, let me know. Let me know your name so I can say hello properly. I'm sure I recognise, I might be wrong. So we're going to put these two together and then decorate them, basically. Yes, it is! See, I'm not going mad. I was like, I'm sure I recognise that face. So before you guys got here, these are different because I cut it this way, then realised I didn't like it, like I didn't need all of this cut out of this layer, so I made it like this. So I'm sort of, this is the correct one, but I'm doing both because it's not worth throwing it away, it's just, it was unnecessary to cut those bits. So today, Anna, I am making like a gumball machine room decor piece. So this is 7.5 inches and we're just going to layer it up, stitch it, decorate it, etc. It's an SVG that I've messed with to make to a shaker, so we're going to put like some kind of sequin mix in, and then I have cut the background piece with a Memorydex bottom to it. So when I auction these, not this Saturday, Saturday after, if the person that wins it wants it as a Memorydex, not a craft room decor piece, then I will add the Memorydex part on. So the Memorydex bit is literally just this piece cut again, but under here it's got the Memorydex, like, what's it called, like the shape, so it will go onto the Memorydex bars, but it's really easy to add. So we'll decorate them as decor pieces because that's what I would use it as. Like, I like it as that for my room, but obviously it's totally up to you guys and it's easy to modify. So salt and vinegar, they're just not the best ones, Nicole. I just disagree. Hi Chantal, sorry I didn't see you. You're right at the top. I lick my Pringles and eat them. That is the best way to eat Pringles. Does anyone not do that? So before you guys got here, I took a piece of just page protector, sandwiched it in between this glittery piece. I'm hoping the glitter is showing up on here, but who knows. And then one of these craft pieces, and then stitched right around the edge. To be honest, I was surprised how well the Barely Arts glue held that. It didn't really need the stitching. Usually when I add glue, it definitely needs to be stitched to make sure it's in place, but I was quite happy with how well that was stuck. Then I went ahead and stitched around the edge of these pieces. I didn't do the heart because I think we're going to sort of embellish that somehow. I was going to go, so on this one, again, this is the correct one. This is one that I didn't need it on that layer. I messed with it. I have stitched around this, like, what do you call it, like the exit piece where the gumball comes out. I don't know what that's called. I'm going to look it up. I've stitched around the edge, but because I'd cut the like stand slot here, I just couldn't stitch along this piece. I tried, can you see? I tried, it was too small. So I'm going to stick something there so you can't tell. That's my plan. So when the way the file works, probably explain why these layers, why I've messed with them. It's that you could put this part down, this part down, and then as you can see, it will, I mean, this will have a different color, but these two will be the same as this piece. I'll just sort of randomly place in there. However, I just didn't want to do that. I don't know, there wasn't a reason, I just didn't want to. So I wanted these bits to stand out. So instead, I have gone with, on this one, cutting it without the little turny part. And I'm going to stick that on a foam dot. I mean, this is what I'm saying, it wasn't worth throwing away the first try because it will work just the same, but I made it easier for me the next time around. So that will stand up a bit more, and so will this part, because I think I'm right in this. This is like the little shelf, is it not? So it comes out of the hole and then there's usually like a little shelf to like catch it. So those two will be raised. Hence why I've messed with the design. So what way around did I have this? Were those two on there? Yes, and then those two were over here. Right. Thank you, Nicole. The stitching was, it took me a minute, especially around these bits. Woo, that was like a go slow and steady part. And Nicole sent your mail out today. Oh, awesome. I love seeing everybody getting mail. Thank you, Luce. So excited. Gumbo hole. I have no idea what it's called. Is it like, I don't know, the Gumbo exit? I don't know what you'd call it. Yes, Nicole, go and get her. Round her up. Where's she gone? Are you like hand stitching Louise, or are you using a machine? So we need to make a sequin mix, but I don't really want to do that first. I'm putting that with the wrong set. This is the correct set. Don't start messing it up, do I? You know what I'm like, I'll move it out of order and then it'll be a whole thing. Right. So, well, the first thing I need to do is, obviously this part is ready to go on top of the shaker. I need to make the part underneath that makes like the space for the sequins. So I need to stick all three of these onto here, which is not going to be the most fun thing for you to watch. I probably should have done that beforehand, but I got preoccupied stitching. The stitching took a lot longer than I thought it would. But it's a good first little thing because I can read the chat and glow. So there you go. There's a bonus to it. I have grabbed out some random bits for this Candyland theme. I haven't got a collection that I thought matched it like perfectly. So I haven't got any carousel papers, otherwise I would have used that. But I've got random papers. I've got the carousel embellishments and the carousel die cuts. So I will use those. And then I've just got random, anything like sweet themed that I had in my stash. I've just pulled everything out. Whoop. Ugh, I hate lining things up. There must be a trick to this. I see plenty of people do it and I think there must be a trick to it that I'm missing. As long as it's all going to get covered by this, I'm not too concerned. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Hi Lisa, how are you? Zoe said she was excited for tonight and in her words gonna be in full force on the chat. Where is she? Keep finding stuff you forgot about, Sophie. Using a machine. I quite like using a machine, but it does take a while. Like I've been stitching most of this year and I've just got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'll attempt that with the machine. Before I would have been like, nope, definitely not. I used to like draw the little faux stitching, like faux stitches. Only thing with this fine tip is it's absolutely fantastic in the little bits, and then you get to a bit like this where you could do with a bit of a bigger one. It's not worth changing it for that tiny section. Thank you, Chantal. Hi, Ebony. And hi, Eileen. How are you? How are you both? I've got so many fun ideas for this theme. So we've got obviously this gumball machine. I have got, what else have we got? Like embellishments, 2 3D projects. Yeah, we've got like, I've got more ideas than lives. So who knows, we might have to add a few impromptu ones in. But I love all of the like kawaii, like anything with a face on it, and especially like lollipops and all the doodle bug stuff, cupcakes. I love all of that sort of stuff, so this was a perfect theme for me. Plus it means I can use up my stash, because obviously all these papers and things I've just pulled out of my stash, and scrap paper bins and sticker drawers and all sorts. So it is using up a bunch of my stash, which is awesome. Hoping that will be tall enough for my sequins to like shake around. Oop. Gosh, now I'm moving it too far. I think whether they have it as a decor piece or a memory decks, I will add another piece to the back. So I will add another piece of this craft paper, and then obviously another pretty one to cover it, so that it's a bit sturdier, like a bit flatter. So obviously this is quite sturdy, but this paper not so much. So thank you, Eileen. I spent £100 on crafts at 4 a.m. this morning. Nicole, where did you buy from? Where did you buy from? I watched a study, when was it? Maybe a month ago, about sleep. And they got a bunch of, I think they were like between like 20 and 26-ish. I might be wrong though. They were sort of like students in that sort of age, to stay awake for 48 hours, and they did a bunch of tests before, middle, and after, and they come up with all sorts of cool facts, but one of them was that you are much more likely to impulse buy in like the early hours of the morning. And they were saying that most online shopping orders are made between the hours of, I think it was like midnight and 5 a.m, something like that. And I found that really interesting. And they said, you know, that's why they make so much money at night, like it's why it's worth having an online store. I just thought it was a really cool fact. They said it's something to do with the fact that because you're tired, you're more risk taking. There's a word for that and I can't think of it. So you're more likely to be like, oh, go on then, just buy it. I thought that was really cool. And also, it tells you why I keep making purchases in the middle of the night. Gives me a reason as to why I need to buy craft supplies in the middle of the night. So there you go, Nicole. It's not your fault. It's scientifically proven. That's me. I shop at night when I can't sleep. Yes. I always impulse buy when I can't sleep. See? You guys are proving their point even further. All out there with your impulse buys. Any craft stores that come across it, I'm sure there are none, but you know what I mean. They'd be like, oh, look, see? Put offers on in the middle of the night. These people will buy them. That's what they should do. Flash sale at 2 a.m. or something. You spend a fortune. 60 on craft in the air, 21 on hobbycraft, 27 on Halo Magpie. Ooh. Mainly papers, chipboard, storage, magical forest, sweet story, and fresh bouquet. Oh, they're all really pretty. Really, really pretty. The amount of times I've added that new Frank Garcia collection to my cart and then not done it. The postage is just unreal to the UK. It was like double what I was spending on postage. I haven't seen much on Hobbycraft that I've wanted lately though. I've found that they've got a lot less stuff. I presume they must get it shipped in or something and they're not getting the orders. Or like the deliveries, sorry. But I haven't seen much stuff on there lately. And they've got a lot of stuff out of stock. I've noticed that. But usually they've got like their own collections, haven't they? And I haven't seen as many of those. They definitely haven't got the American craft stuff they've usually got, but I presume that is to do with the distribution thing. We get to make a sequin mix for this one, which is fun. If anyone has got any projects that they really want to see done in this theme, give me a shout and I will definitely give it a go. The two 3D ones that I've got, I'll tell you because you're here, why not? One of them is the vending machine, but in the vending machine I'm going to have little different sequin mixes. So you're sort of like shopping for sequin mixes, which I thought would be really sweet and it would look cute. And the other one is a popcorn cart, because when I bought the hot air balloon, you got it in like a set. And I thought that would be cute for Candyland. But I don't know if I'm going to do it like popcorn themed, or I might do it like for candy floss. Something like that. You won't be able to see these, so don't worry, they don't line up. And then, what else have we got? Embellishments and stuff. Oh, there is another 3D one though. I'm going to do a 3D ice cream. Found a really cool template. And this template is for Cricut, but they also have one that you can just print and cut, so like print and cut by hand. So I will make sure to share that. But I thought that would be a really cute one. So many ideas for this one. Because I'm not entirely sure, I will choose the project on the day depending on how much time I've got to prep and things. So I will announce each day like what we're making that day, and I will make sure that there is a countdown on my Instagram so you can click it to be reminded. And I will, like I did today, put the live up as like it's like a video reminder, isn't it? So that you can set that if you want to, and you'll be able to work it out in your time zone. I think when you go onto that one, it will show you like what time it is in your time zone, hopefully. Where's the word? Susceptible. What collection? This one with like the donuts and ice creams is from the Works. It's like a really cheap paper pad. I don't know the name of it. I'll try and find it out for you. And then this pink one is a Chamel one, but they're all just random loose papers that I had in my stash. I just stuck them all together. I think I'm going to try and decorate it with carousel and other like sweet themed goodies I've got. So I've got a lot of shape sprinkles by Doodlebug, so we're using some of those as well. Bought 5 new books, trainers, tops and dog grooming shoes. What are you doing, Nicole? What trainers did you get? Thank you, Deb, and welcome. Hello. Sorry if I didn't say hi earlier. I didn't see you pop in. All black Adidas with running shoes. Oh, very nice, very nice. Hi Elaine, lovely to have you here. How was your day so far? I want to make some of the, what are they called? The lollipop embellishment things as well. I love those, they're really sweet. But it's a great collection to use up your stash. Not collection, theme. That's what I'm looking for. I am looking for some foam tape, because for this one I'm just going to stick it straight on. But for this one, I've got the pink pieces that I'm not going to use. I am going to foam tape these up from those so that it kind of shows the pink when you're looking at it. There are my tiny squares. That's what I was looking for. So far so good, glad to hear it. Haven't been in Aaron so long, I went to Home Bargains, it was like Christmas. I cannot wait. I haven't been to like a proper shop, especially things like Home Bargains where you get such good deals. I haven't been since this whole thing started at all. I haven't been to any stores. I think I was like the luckiest person on the planet to get an online delivery slot, and so I've been using that once every other week, and that's it. Where did you purchase the die? This isn't a die, Deb. This is an SVG from the Cricut design space, and I've just edited it and messed with it to make it into a shaker. If anyone has a Cricut, I'm happy to share it. I'm pretty sure I can share it. Like, it was a design space design, so it's free to everyone on design space, so I presume it's fine for me to edit it and share it. I'll find a link and like I did before, I'll share it in the description afterwards if I can. Whoop. I've put glue on my foam tape. Lise gave me this tip so that I can move things around for a minute. So it looks kind of pointless from here, but when you're sort of looking at it and moving it around, you can see the pink in the background, and that pleases me. Maybe it's just a bit extra. It's not necessary, but we're doing it anyway. I'm going to use this one. Using the wrong scissors, aren't I? I really want to go to the range. Oh, I haven't been there in so long, like well before this started. I want to go. They have some like unique stuff as well, don't they, in the range? But they have great stock right now. I bet they do. I just got Cricut, but not sure how to use it yet. You are going to love it. Absolutely love it. There are loads of really helpful groups on Facebook for Cricut stuff. And I will, like I said, add the link. So when I add the link, click on it, it will take you to the project. It will ask if you want to make it. So just cut all of the pieces that I've put on there, or customized. And I will do my best to set it out so that you can just click make it, because obviously at the moment there's some extra bits depending on if you want the memory decks part or not, but I can mess with it. It's a lot of fun once you work it out. It's a lot of fun, and I don't think it's too difficult to work out. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world, don't get me wrong, but it's not impossible. Like, you don't need to be a design expert. There's a lot of simple tricks. Until a few weeks ago, I said they're massive sale, getting ready for their new stock. Now I'm jealous. Ladies have a blending tool. How do I clean the sponges? I do not have one, so hopefully someone else can. We do need to go. When I wish I could drive. Have a confession, don't tell Zoe. Where is Zoe, Nicole? What have we done with her? Where is she? Maybe she's watching Love Actually. That's where she's gone. No, you can't have watched it without us. How could you? I'm going to watch it now. Thank you, Deb. Nicole, you're banished. Yep, she's a mod. What are we going to do about it? Hi, Lindsay. Did I see you pop in? Did I say hello? I'm really sorry if I didn't. Did anybody get the Gorgeous Girls 12x12 paper pads? No. Where were they? I don't really buy the paper pads. I like the dies, but a really good friend of mine loves them, so I always grab them for her. So we've got those and those and those. Sequins, or should we? We'll put these bits on first, I guess. Do I want those flat? Do I want them to stand up? I feel like they need to be flat. Yeah, let's make them flat so it's not too chunky. I'm gonna add the front pieces on, and then we will make a sequin mix to go inside. I really wanted like some fake sweet looking things, but I looked online and everything. I couldn't find it that would get here in time, so we are using up the stash. 1.99 home bargains. Ooh, that's not bad at all. That's really cheap. Ooh, ouch, Sophie. That sounds really painful. Me too. I don't know how to, but I'm a scared. Do you mean scaredy cat? Have you guys, like, do you not have a vehicle, or have you not passed your test? I know some people have done their tests and just choose not to drive. They'd just rather not. Those are those pieces. Yeah, and then these will go on a soap. Yes. Sorry. Getting all distracted. Well, that's slightly annoying. Why is that not lining up perfectly? Put a decent amount of glue on here. I think this is where I'm missing messages, sorry. I'm like looking down to glue and looking up and I'm like, what? What's happened? The chat moves up so fast. I wonder if I can make it bigger so that I can read like older messages and make sure I'm not missing anything. I just went inside the thing there, didn't I? Bet that's gone all over the front. Oh, no, lucky us. Move over. I'm hoping to learn soon. Yeah, I suppose no one's teaching at the moment, are they? None of you have taken the test. Too scared to learn to drive or too scared of the test? I know some people get really, really nervous about tests. I just decided one day that I wanted to learn. I was a lot older than most people. Like, you know, most people sort of do it when they're at school. I didn't do that. I decided one day I wanted to learn, and so I did something like a ridiculous amount of lessons in a short amount of time. And then I went and took my test, and luckily I passed. But I know a lot of people who have had trouble with the test. And at the moment, I guess they're not doing any. I guess there's going to be a huge rush on it as well when you go, like, when they can go back, because everyone that had theirs booked will want to take the test. Is the US the same, Luce? Do you have to do a theory test? So before we can do our like road test, practical test, you have to take a theory test. And that's worth having, because I mean you have to, I think that lasts for 2 years, like the certificate, the pass certificate lasts for 2 years. So it might be worth getting that to sort of like boost your confidence a bit. Passed on my 4th attempt. Well, you passed, go you. Some people just have really bad luck as well. Like, they've got people that pull out on them and things. You're like, although, you know, they're driving, it's not their fault, is it? You know, people get pulled out on all the time in like normal driving life. The amount of things that people do now that I've passed, that they were like, never do this, and now I'll see it and I'm like, ugh, these people, nobody drives like the test. Right, that one is ready to, so there you go. Obviously we're adding sequins. I'll stick these 2 bits on here. See, because this bit has the other sections cut out, I feel like if I just raise that up a bit, it will show the white, so I don't need like the second piece like I've got on those. I think that will look okay. working with what we've got, because I'm not throwing it away and starting all over when it's perfectly good piece. I just need to work around it a bit. Cut files do not always work the first time. Let me tell you that. The amount of times I've designed something, cut it out, and then been like, oh no. But you can usually find a workaround. I will catch up with comments in 1 second. I can see that they've like shot up. Right. Whoop. I'm wondering how well this glue will stick to glitter paper actually. Another test for it. See how good it is. Right. Let me scroll back up. Come on, please. Went to post office today, sent a parcel 6.7 kilograms to Switzerland. Kind of person who gave me a staff discount to cost me 66 instead of 77. Whoa. Did you look at Hermes, Nicole? Because that is insane. It is scary. Loose. Every time I turn the car off, I was like, oh, I'm alive. I still do it. Yeah, it's nice of him to give you a discount. You have to take 2 tests, a driven one and a written one. Yeah, same sort of thing. With us, have classes again, but no masks. If you are not from the same family, you have to wear mouth masks. I saw 3 cars today without. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Telling people and making them is different. I know, right? I was so shocked. That was really sweet of him, and it saved you a lot of money as well. Backseat driver in the car. I wasn't until I passed my test. Before then, I thought everyone was a great driver. Now, I'm not getting in my mum's car for love nor money. Nope. I'm forced to take the first 2, even though I know I wasn't ready. And the third try really got to fail because I thought I'd done enough. Yeah. It sucks when you feel like ready. When I went to do my test, I said I wasn't ready, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I told my instructor it's too soon. And I come out and I pass, which sounds like a great thing. But I was like, I didn't think I was ready, and now I've passed, and you're going to let me free. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm a very anxious person. Most of the time, it's other drivers on the road that cause people. Yeah, definitely. My sister had a lot of trouble with other people. So far, so good. It seems to be sticking well. We'll make the sequin mix next, which is my favourite bit. I absolutely love sequins. I actually used to hate mixing them though, because I'm that person that will add one and be like, oh no, what have I done that for? And sometimes I'll pick them out, but I'm not going to lie, I'm quite a lazy crafter. I usually just add more until it looks like it matches. Mum's going to the motorbikes a few years ago because the driver threw rubbish out their car window. Oh no! That's awful. What, did they like throw it out and it caught them or something? You love them too, Luce? Gotta love a sequin mix. I'm not going to add that bit on just yet. I'll add those bits on after the sequins. So, there's our 2 like basic shaker things. I liked this white iridescent because I thought it kind of looked like the glass. We can add glittery tulle. I didn't want to add just this because sometimes the tiny sequins come through and it annoys me. But we could add a layer of that before the sequins, depending on what you guys think. And I've got like a pinky colour as well. But sequins, let's mix them in here. So pink stuff. know the colours I need. Pink clear iridescent. Maybe mint. Mint would look quite nice. Oh, I wonder if I've got, 1 second. Food packaging at Brenda's face, and you've got a hefty scar. Oh no, that's awful. Very pale, yeah, like very pastel-y. It scares me, Sophie, when I see people on motorbikes and they're not wearing any protective, like they're wearing shorts. I'm like, oh, like I can just see an accident happening. Oop, I've got I was wondering if I had any of those little, see, I had loads of these little Fimo slice things, but I think I used loads of them up because I was never using them, so I de-stashed a load. I've got these little strawberries. You could put the little strawberries in the sequin mix, but maybe not for the gumball machine, maybe for one of the other projects. Oh, apparently I've got cherries and apples and strawberries, it would turn out, but I wouldn't put that in it. That doesn't match. I'm just really quickly looking through what I've got to see if there's any that are... Oh, that's a pretty knit. Sorry, I've just come across one that I was sent. This one. I wonder if we could like add some to that to make it... I don't know if that's the right pink though, and that will bother me. This has some pinks that I like. The ones I was gonna add, I was meant to show you. Not in gold, where's silver gone? I had them all in order, now they're all out of order. I was gonna add these, they look like little gumballs, or giant gumballs, but I've got them in that colour. And like this purple iridescent colour, or do you think they are far too big? Let me know what you think. My brother had a motorcycle, thank God he sold it. Yeah, they are worrying. No, I don't think I'd get on one, I'd be far too scared. Just be nervous all the time. These ones might look okay, like the... I thought they might look okay in that one, but in this one I wonder if they're a bit too... Yeah, we like the iridescent ones. Let me just take the flamingos off the top. Don't mind those. I have got a scoop, and have I... Would you make a mix including the iridescent ones, or would you just fill it with... Sorry, I'm just scattering a few on there so we know what I'm looking at. I feel like it needs to be mixed with others. I'm glad to be using the iridescent ones up because they are so hard to use. There's far too many in there now, but oh well. I don't think you should use blue or mint. Just keep the pinks, whites, clears, iridescent. Yeah, we could definitely do that. And then we can always pull in the other colours on the... I was thinking something. No, I don't know what I was thinking. The embellishments. That's the word I was thinking of. So, pink wise, I like those. No, I don't. They're too bright. I need like a really, really pale. I want the pinks out of this, so I'm going to pick them out. But I'll do that in a minute. These are more the pinks I want. These ones, they are the same, it would seem. And then these ones are bigger. Keep your light skins, yes, mixed iridescent ones are a mix of pink, yellow and mint. You definitely could, as long as it's like pastel colours. I feel like it would look super cute. I will tip some out so we can have a look at it before I go ahead and add it anywhere. I don't mind making a big batch of this one because I'm sure I will use it in all sorts of things. I've got a little, they're my favourite. I use them in everything, but I don't know if I should use them in this one. I need to get some white, like just white. I've got black and white, but they're not what we need. I think, I'm not sure about those. They're okay. Might add some clear. Oh, we could add some little beads. I like adding beads. Oh, it fell open. When I bought these, I wasn't sure that I'd use them, actually. I've used them in quite a lot of things. I like those. I might not use the other ones. Oop, too much. That does look pretty. Some of these. Lilac would be pretty as well. Lilac would definitely be pretty. We will make a lot more sequin mixes because obviously I want the vending machine to be full of sequin mixes. So it will be super fun if we can incorporate those. I do want the ones out of here, so unfortunately you're going to have to watch me get those out. Hopefully I can grab a few at a time. Let me show you, they're really pretty. They're like pink iridescent spiral type ones. Do you know what? I got this sequin mix as part of a, like one of the, what are they called? Well, you spend so much and they just send you like a random selection, like a grab bag. And I've used all of the sequins separately. I have never once pulled this packet out and used the mix in it. Every single time I pull it out because I'm like, oh, I want the blues or the silvers or the pinks. And use one or the other. Never all of them. I can't stop buying sequins. I'm waiting on some from AliExpress. I really need to order some more. But a lot of people have said that it's taking a long time for their sequins to come. Like a really long time. I know they usually take sort of a month, but... So let me know where you're ordering sequins from. Also, I have noticed that the postage on them has gone sky high. Which is annoying. I know it's cheap anyway. I probably wouldn't mind. But I know that, so like there was some on there that I wanted to reorder. And I paid something like 70 pence last year for them. And when I looked the other day, they were like £3. And I was like, for the same thing? Like the exact same thing. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Should I use all of the pink ones? I mean, I'm like 80% of the way there on I may as well keep going. Does anyone else do this? Anyone else get pre-mixed sequins and then pick them apart? Got literally 2 more and I will show you how it looks. Oop. mind out of the way. There we go. I bet experience just you can do awful packaging, they went everywhere. Oh no! Some from Michael Anderson and they came in 2 weeks. Oh, I might have to do that then. I might have to do that. Loads of them I think expired today, which is like 2 weeks earlier, so they are changing the protection times. Oh, okay. That's handy. Or is it? So are they making them shorter or longer, the protection times? I'm confused. So I order from mostly. Yeah. Well, hopefully. Yeah, slower than I'm like I should have ordered them separately. Yep, definitely. So the mix we've got at the moment is like that. It needs something. Which I feel like is my new catchphrase. It needs a something. So, we need something sparkly. Do we like these ones? These are like little triangle things. These look like gems. So I feel like probably these. Shorter, that's annoying. Lilac. Let me see if I've got any lilac. I don't know that I have. Let me add some of these. Because they've got like a bluey, not blue, like a lilac-y, purpley sheen. Looks like I'm going to need more than that though. Try again. Let me put literally just a pinch of them in there so that you know what we're working with. We definitely need something, don't we? It's very like, it's very pretty, but it's very samey as the background. Maybe that's because that's pink though. Let me try it on. Maybe I need slightly different sequin mixes. You've just got loads of the sparkles in that one. Let me get some of the bigger ones as well. Thinking maybe more of the iridescent ones, and then we need something else as well. White, green, silver mixes, that's not helpful. What about, I've got those iridescent white ones. It's difficult to see because the light shines. I will lift it up. Give me a second. You're right, you probably can't see very well with all the... I don't know if I like these ones. Oops. But I've added them now. Let me... I really don't like the ones I just added, but I've added them now. Is that... Can you see that better? Sorry, my computer shows it a lot slower than what I'm actually doing, so I have to sort of try and work it out. That's right over it, so that's not helpful at all. Can we see that any better? Or is it just being awkward? I could try yellow. The only yellow I've got is in a mix. Where did I just put the one that said mixes? I have got plain white. I had one that said mixes right in front of me. So that's like the pale yellow mix that I've got. I can mix some of that through, but not hugely sold on that. Or let me have a look in my, like, the sequin books that I've got, if I can get them out. Reorganise my sequins, I've just realised that I've not done it the best way. Hello, Zoe. Where are you? I presume you're here because everyone said hello, but more a darker pink. We can't agree on a colour. Everyone's like, it needs something. It needs this, or this. But you're not agreeing on a colour. I'm happy to add I can add any of them. Maybe, I don't know that peach would go. I feel like the yellow would be a better bet than peach. I've got a slightly darker pink though that we could definitely try. Right. It will go with the ones on here, yeah, but it won't go with, so I'm looking at this, I should have put this in frame really, on my left, and I'm trying to sort of, because that's what I was going to use to decorate it, trying to keep it in mind. I should have shown you that, sorry. But obviously I can pull sort of colours out of here, so let me try the slightly darker pink. So I've got this one. I mean, we could do different in each one. I don't mind. Oh, it looks nice with the darker pink. Who suggested that? You were onto something. The darker one looks nice. I'm thinking maybe, so I'll make some more of that up because we know we like it. I'm thinking this one I'm going to keep pink and white, and this one I'm going to add colour to. Because this is on like a white background, I think that matches, it looks fine. This one, not so much, it needs some other colour. There is mint in the ice cream, so I think that's where I'm going to go, towards mint. And then maybe some yellow as well, so it'll be much more of a pastel explosion. Right, let me tip this in here, so we'll just like make it in here. I'll add a little bit more of this one. I want to make sure there's enough. Does anyone else struggle with making sure there's enough and also making sure there's not too much that it will, like, it won't move? But when you stand it up, you don't want the whole thing to fall. Right, here's some mint. Whoop. We'll do this one, and if we absolutely love it, then I'll add it to the other one as well. Why not? There's some mint. And then I'm going to add some yellow as well, and we're all going to cross our fingers, okay? That's our plan. And I will lift it up in a second to show you. This has got a lot of clear, but I really like the yellow. Hang on. I'm going to grab some of this out and steal out the ones that I want. So I love these like white ones. I want those because I need a bit less like plain iridescent, and a bit more of these creamy ones, and the yellow hearts. Steal all the cream ones because I really like those. That's what I need, like an ivory, or like an iridescent but that's more white. Sorry, I'm just grabbing out the ones that I need. I can't read as well. Let me. Yes, yes. More mint. More mint than what I've added, or did I add another pinch after you said it? I don't know if I've got any other mint like sizes of sequin. I wonder if I've got like a teeny tiny mint one. Oh, I like it with the yellow as well. I want a tiny bit more yellow, and I'm gonna add some more. I don't know if I've got mint. I've definitely got. Not that one. Oh, what sweets have you ordered? What American candy? Have I used it all up? I have used up the blue that like the mint that I was going to add. That's a problem. I've got, this is less of a mint and more of a blue, but I've got those like iridescent type. Let me hold it up for you. There's a little red one that's just like got in there somehow. And obviously it'll be, don't know if I don't know if I like that one. I need to order more mint. I think that would look good in the other. It probably would. I think I will try and sort of replicate this over there. Or maybe go for lilac in that one instead. Oh, I've literally just found some of these white iridescent ones. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, the mint one. So not those bluey ones, like the actual mint. If you see what I'm looking for, choose blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers. I like blue raspberry. A little more of like this one. I just wish I had a different like size so that it could be, I could have like a smaller one or a bigger. Like I like the mint, I just want different sizes of it. If that makes any sense. I'm gonna add another one of you, both of you, and a couple more of this one, and then we're gonna, that's it, we're putting the front on it. And then the other one, I think we're gonna go for a more like lilac-y one, maybe. So, do we like the glittery tulle across it, or just, oh, I like the tulle. Sorry, I've decided. Yes, Luce, you were 100% right. I should have listened to you right at the beginning. It's like Nicole with the car. She knows what I'm like. Right, let me mind this. Now I've just got a huge amount of pink sequins. It will be fine. Let's glue the tulle onto this side, I think. Like onto this piece. I'm hoping you can see, and I'm somewhat in frame. And then I will add it onto the other piece. Probably need glue on all of it actually, don't I? I've just thought of that. So you want across there, I want it to be flat-ish. The only way to really do that is to have, like, to glue it onto the other piece. So let me add some here. Am I doing 2 lots? I am. You've got me. I am. I want to do 2, not small, but smaller lots. So you're probably looking at like, so what I had in my head was 1 3D project per lot, 1 of these per lot, and then like some embellishments of some kind, depending on how many lives we get done and how many projects we get finished, etc. I've just realised I've let that up with the sequins in it. I bet you all saw me do that and yelled. I will try and put together another one if I can, like a flatter, smaller. It works out, not so much in the UK, but internationally, that postage is very much determined on weight and not so much on size. So I was keeping things flat so that I could send them cheap. And it turns out, especially for the US, that does not matter. What you need is light. So my plan is to put together like some lighter packages, if that makes any sense. So if I can put together 3, I will, but I think I'm doing 2. I am worried that that's not got enough sequin mix in it though. I think it's okay. Because I guess a gumball machine would like settle to the bottom somewhat, wouldn't it? But then when you shake it out, there's a decent amount to move around and stuff. So, but I'll add more to the next one. You need some new embellishment ideas, Louise. I haven't really got any new ones that I'm going to do. I'm going to do the lollipops, you know, like the rolled foam ones. Oh, actually, no, I do have a new one, but I'm not going to tell you it. But I do have one new one, yeah. Not a new, it's not completely new at all, but I've got like an idea, like a spin on it. I'll try and think of some. So if you want some candy themed ones, watch this space. There we go. I think we're good on that one. So seeing as it's you guys that will be at the auction, this one, shall we, I'll just do it on a vote really quickly. Do you want a more purple based one? So I've got a couple of lilacs. I've got like this lilac-y sparkle I can add in. So it's different, like pinks and lilacs. Or do you just want me to recreate more of this? I can add the pinks and lilacs to see what we think. And if we don't like it, then we could recreate this. It's up to you guys. Let me know. What did you have from Subway, Nicole? Where's Zoe gone? Where is she at? I love making those rolled lollipops. I was making it, things over and over. I want to try something new. I only made a few of them. But they are really cute. I want to make some Halloweeny ones. Not for the lives, obviously they'll be candy themed, but if anyone sees any ideas they want me to give a go, send them over. Let me know. Show me them on Pinterest. I'll give it a go. Lisa thinks different. Lucy thinks mint. Anybody else? I need a tiebreaker. Recreate. I want that one, so I decide what this one. You think recreate the mint and stuff? Mint and things. I'll hold this one up for you. I'm trying to think of a way to show you without the glare being a real pain in the... I wonder if I can. Sometimes if I sort of hold that over the light, that shows you it a bit better. Or maybe it's just really dark. Am I helping? Don't think I am I? It's so hard to show like shakery things on here. That's just the thick card in front of the thing. Right, ignore me. Obviously I will trim the tulle up, but I'll do it once it's been on there in it. Right, mint. Let's recreate the mint one then. So I know I need more sequins in here in total. So let's spread you lot out. There's a couple of mint ones here that I can pinch. And obviously I'll grab some more out. I'm just using the ones on the desk for a second. So I think I am going to who wants me, so this looks like it's going to take, because obviously this is the last step after these bits, so you're probably looking at about 30 minutes, 7:30. Are you guys happy with that and done? Or would you like to decorate them as well today? If not, I can schedule another live to do it, or I mean I could start a new live anyway, and anyone that wants to join can. Anyone who's got things to be doing doesn't have to join that one. Let me know. Not done. Not done. Thank you, Liz. And thank you, Chantal. Not done as in like don't decorate them, like you want them plain, or not done as in like don't go. So if you want to decorate them, Nicole, Liz, okay. It's decided. Mod's carried it up, it's decided. Okay then. Alright, we'll finish this and then we'll decorate them. Though I think I might start another live for it, purely so that when the videos save, I have one putting them together with the sequin mixes, which will be sort of an 1.5 hours long, and then one that will be decorating them that can be an hour long or whatever, so that if people do want to watch the replays, they can sort of choose which bit they want to see. So when we're done here, I will go, but I will come back. I will start a new live straight away. I'll literally just need to type it in. I'm adding a bunch of sequins to this one. You may have some non-crafty advice, of course. Everyone's gone for stay, okay. No, we're not going anywhere. I'm just saying that I want to finish this as is, like finish the sequins, make the shape, and then I'm going to start a new live straight away to decorate, so that when they upload in 2 separate parts. Firstly, that doesn't take a year, because the longer ones take forever to upload to YouTube, and secondly, it means that if anyone wants to watch the replays, they don't have to watch both parts in one go and remember where they were. They can just click the appropriate video. So I'll be gone for like a minute maximum. In fact, I think it will let you guys stay in here. I could start the new live and then maybe like post a link in here, or get one of my mods to do it for me if they don't mind. Although I don't know if it would let them back in. Don't mind me just picking through my sequin mix. This must be absolutely riveting to watch. I bet you're all on the edge of your seats. See you shortly, Chantal. do you want me to weigh in, Sophie? Like, do you want me to, because I don't want to chat about it if you don't want it left up on my channel. Does that make any sense? So if not, I will just read the comments and I will type. Hopefully this one's got a bit more, like a few more sequins in it, so it will shake around a bit more. Right, there we go. I feel like that's enough. I'm just adding all sorts of things to it now. Right. There's a bit, yes, less yellow, sorry, but there's yellow in all of the other, like in the cupcakes and things, so I don't feel like it's hugely lacking. There's no yellow in what I'm adding. Come on. Right, that's it, we're done. There's a lot more sequins in this one. Okay, I just thought I'd ask because I didn't want to talk about it and then. Conversation starters. A good one is always like, I don't know, I usually have sort of like 3 things to talk about. So it's usually like, you know, where they want to go on holiday, about like work and that sort of stuff, if they work. What else? I usually like have sort of a few. But have you, like, are you together? Have you been together for a while? Because if so, obviously, that doesn't help. I'm just putting my sequins away. And then we'll finish that one. I will just let you give your advice in the chat and I'll tidy these away and then we'll finish. I'm going to add some tulle to this one as well. I'm excited to show you all the sequin storage that I've come up with because I love my new sequin storage. Clear tulle. Well, not clear, glittery. I need to order some more of this. I've got like the tiniest bit remaining. And when I ordered it, I was all like, I'm not going to need any more for years. Turns out I didn't know me very well. I bet I put too many in this time. You watch. This is probably the way I should have done it last time, because then I can place the chalk over the sequins. I don't have that whole having to flip it upside down problem. I'm going to have to turn that pink sequin mix into something. Then again, I probably could just use the pinky one for the vending machine, like one of the options in it, because then whoever gets it has got like a basic pink mix to start with. Maybe I could do that for all of them, so have like maybe a couple that are like really mixed, but then the others have them all be, so like all pinks, all purples, all blues, like all the different pastel-y ones. just squishing down the... I'm hoping my head doesn't keep getting in shot because I keep leaning forward to sort this out. I'm like, I wonder if everyone just sees the top of my head every so often. Only thing with this glue I find is that you have to hold it for a little bit longer until it gets tacky. But I mean, once it's stuck, it is stuck. There's nothing you are doing about it. Play a game. Yes, Louise, that is a brilliant one. I often do that. That's okay, Sophie. The ladies are more than happy to help. It's lovely to see everyone help each other as well. I don't like to say too much because obviously I know that it will stay up and I don't want anyone to find out anything that you don't want them to know. So we never see your head, that's good. Yeah, it's great to have people to ask, like people to chat to and just find out what they think. You are back, Chantal. I'm just waiting for this to... This has definitely got a heck of a lot more sequins in it. It's making me want to open the other one and add more. No, it's fine if mum is a YouTuber. Oh no! It's more that they're going to find, you know, what you're saying than that the information would be online. Does that make sense? I'm going to screen down this video calling me. Try to get some of the next part. Thank you for joining us, Louise. Have a lovely chat. It's nice to catch up with family and hopefully we will see you in the second half. Right. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? I mean, you can't see any of the background paper, which is a bit of a shame because it's pretty, but oh no, hang on. Now that it's shaking around, you can. Yeah, I like that much more with like loads of sequins. I like that one as well though. I think I'm just going to leave them both as is. So, I could trim this off. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this bit. So that's them all assembled. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear. I'm going to start a new live. I don't know if someone can come back here and leave the link, but it should just come up on my... So if you go to my channel, it should come up as like the first video. And I will just call it the same thing. So the Candyland Craft with me project 1, and I'll put decorating or part 2 or something, but it will say. Sung to and sharp lines. If you've sung to him, then you know you're doing pretty well, because I wouldn't sing in front of people. I suppose people are confident about different things. But like the girl said, I wouldn't worry about it too much. If it's new, then it's going to take time to get to know someone, no matter what. Thank you, Chantal. Yes, it would be great if you could all like this one before you hop over to the new one. I don't want to bore you like while I'm cutting out these bits, but... Oh, hang on. This isn't done, is it? Ignore me. I've got to add these little bits. It won't take a second, to be fair. Sorry. More stuff. Let me add these bits on. Decorating it will be fun because I've literally just grabbed out some random stuff. I don't even know what style we're going for. I didn't know if we were going to decorate on this live, so I didn't put a lot of thought into preparing. So get ready for one of those kind of videos. There we go. That one's right there. Need one of these cut in half. There we go. I really love there's like a little donut here, and it's like poking through, and it kind of looks like it's just come out of the little, what we couldn't name it, could we? The little gumball exit. We don't know what it's called. Also, you will notice when I hold it up that this little bit has poked through slightly. I think it's because, I don't know, maybe they're not completely symmetrical and I've switched one of them or something. This side doesn't matter so much because it's white glitter, but this side is brown. So I'm going to add some kind of stickles on it or something so it doesn't notice as much. So that is that one. And obviously the little bits stand up. It's got a little donut, do you see it? I love that one. And then we'll really quickly cut the tulle off of this and add these. So if anyone wants to run and get snacks, if you need the bathroom, if you want to grab your craft supplies, do it. I will probably be on the new one by the time you get back. We're literally just going to cut the tulle off of this, add those little pieces, and then I'll be going to start the new one. So it's a bit like the break in the football, you know, like midway when everyone runs and gets a cup of tea. Go, go, go. It's not perfect around the edge with the tulle because it's hard to like get to that bit, but it's pretty close. Send you the voice message. Thank you, Luce. Coffee. Yes, Nicole. Go get your coffee. Run. You're still organising, Sophie? You're eating lunch. Ooh. Is it lunchtime over there? Have you got something good? Is it going to make us all jealous? I know quite a few people usually pop on and say they're like on their lunch break or whatever, and it makes me laugh because we're like the times are so different. Let's add these guys on. I should probably put the glue on this, shouldn't I? The only good thing about having it like this is that these bits are lined up perfectly for you, whereas obviously I'm guessing. Thread snips? That sounds, it's like, is it they're easier to cut with or something? Oh, chicken. I actually like the craft colour on the edges. Really? With corn. I love corn. I like chicken too. I'm jealous. I want someone to come and make me some dinner. There we go. So then hopefully you know what I mean when you sort of like move it, you can see the pink behind it, which I like. Yeah, so there's the clear kind of like whitish background, and then this one is the pink one. Don't like this white on there as much as I thought I would. Maybe I should have put the pink. Oh well, we'll add some gems in it or something, it'll be fine. Right. So I am going to disappear and start up a new live. Oh, thank you, Luce. Super close to the edge, gives a clean finish. That is brilliant. I will have a look for some of those. Also, I found your message, Sophie, on Instagram. It was stuck in my others folder. Sorry about that. So I will get back to you. Right, I shall see you shortly. Bye. Stay safe and well, guys.